Warning, this podcast contains explicit content. Listener discretion is advised.
This podcast is also going to make you feel really, really old.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
It is. Welcome to the second episode of the Rose Tinted Glasses with me, Gareth.
I'm Bex.
And we are going to be focusing this week's episode on the year that is 1995.
My goodness. How old were you in 1995, honey?
10.
10?
10. The beginning of it, I was 9.
My God.
And then I was 10.
The beginning of it, I was 10. And then I turned 11.
Because you're old.
I'm not old.
Older than me. Would you let me finish my sentence, please?
Or whatever.
You're older than me.
Say that if I didn't buy it.
You're older than me. So 1995 was an interesting year. There was, what we've done with this episode, ladies and gentlemen, is we've kind of split them up, which we'll do from now on. Bex is focused on the movies of 1995.
Some really good ones in here.
And I focused on the music. Some decent songs. And some songs, let's be brutally honest, shithouse.
Yeah, fair enough.
What would you like to start with first? Would you like me to start with my little montage of music hits here, or would you like to have a chat about some movies first?
Let's talk about the movies because they're going to take probably the longest.
Okay.
Alrighty, so I have a list of 20 films that, believe it or not, half of them Gareth hasn't actually seen.
Haven't I?
No.
Okay.
Well, you told me that when I wrote the list.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I can't remember the list. It's fine. Yeah, fair
enough. You have
enough.
it in front of you.
Oh, that's what it's on the computer.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
My goodness.
Yeah. Very, very professional here, people. Very professional.
Absolutely is. So, shall we start 20 to 1 or do you want to go 1 to 20?
You go 20 to 1.
20 to 1?
You never go 1 to 20. It's always 20 to 1.
Alrighty, so at our number 20 on our list here today, we have Billy Madison.
That was back when Adam Sandler was funny.
He is still funny. He's a different kind of funny. He's a grown-up funny now. He's not a toy, like a toddler funny.
Have you kind of noticed as well how even people like Jim Carrey, who were funny as fuck in this era, and who's not on the list? Oh no, he is on the list. Yeah, he's on the list. But he was. We'll get to it in a second.
Okay.
He was funny, all that kind of stuff, and then now he's kind of like not done much now. And like the last movie he did really was Dumb and Dumber 2, which the less we say about the better.
That was a shit film.
Yeah, it was not good at all.
No.
Adam Sandler though, yeah. Excuse me, Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler was good.
Yeah, it was good back in this time, but now not so much.
Oh, look, he might not be funny for you, but he's still funny for me. I love Adam Sandler.
There you go, then. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Number 19.
Number 19 is Major Payne.
I thought we were swapping.
Okay. Yes, go for it. Go for it.
No, this is your list.
No. I like the idea of swapping. Why didn't you bring that up before we started?
We did. Okay. So Major Payne, that was the one with Damon Wayans in it, isn't it? Yeah. Who now stars in Lethal Weapon.
I love
on
it.
TV.
I love it. Major Payne is my favourite.
Yeah. He don't take no shit from no one.
I love how he has the gold tooth in.
It's fun. You remember more of this movie than I do.
I do. It's brilliant. Yeah. He's hilarious.
All right, let me do the next two movies.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so number 18, the 18th biggest movie in 1995, and our very quick brief run through of
this is of the films that we have seen from 1995.
Oh, okay.
Because
between us, because
I was going to say half the films that were on that list I didn't. This is probably the top 50 shrunk down to the top 20.
Yeah, this is Bex's list that she's seen and what movies I can just pop in and go,
From the top 20 list. From the top 20 list.
Yeah,
a lot of them I did not know.
Okay, so 18, Bad Boys.
Yep, it's one of your all-time favourite films.
The movie that pushed Will Smith into where he is right now. He starred in a movie before this one called, damn it, 6 Degrees of Separation. Mm-hmm. But it was shit. No one watched it really. This is the movie that made him popular.
Next to The Fresh Prince.
Yeah, but I said movie. This is where he went from TV to movie. It was Bad Boys. Very cool movie. 17, movie I have not seen. This is the first one that will make a few people go, say what? But yeah, I have not seen this movie. The movie is Waterworld.
I love it.
Never seen it.
It's a great film.
Bores me to death even thinking about sitting watching a movie for 3 hours. I can think of 3 movies right now that are longer than 3 hours. 4 movies. 4 movies. I've seen 2 of them, I think.
And one being the Titanic.
Yep. So, well then, okay, I've seen,
Lord of the Rings.
Of those 4 movies, I've seen 3 that are longer than 3 hours, and I can tell you exactly, about 2 hours into it, my butt goes numb, and I don't care anymore. King Kong, Pearl Harbor, Titanic.
You've also watched The Lord of the Rings, because I kept prodding you.
Yeah, but that wasn't 3 hours long, that was like 2 hours long.
No, it was 3.
Oh, fuck me then, okay, fine. Lord of the Rings, god damn it. But anyway, Waterworld. Haven't seen it. Suppose
Great.
it was a big flop. No, it was a. In terms of, it made more money than what it spent to make it, so it was a hit. But it wasn't as much as they thought it was going to be, so it was always considered a flop. But then again, it's also made a bit of a cult thingy on VHS and stuff like that.
It's a bloody good film.
Haven't seen it, don't really care. Right. Number 16, Bex.
Number 16 is Disney's A movie of the time, Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
Which is funny, because when I did this list, Gareth says to me, why is The Lion King not on this list? And the reason why The Lion King is not on this list is because it came out in 94, not 95.
Yeah, and that surprised me, because I honestly thought they were at the same year.
They were made at the same time, but they expected Pocahontas to be a lot bigger because it's based on some fact.
Yes.
Not 100% fact. If you read that, if you go out there and actually find the story and read about
is, like 12 or something like that? And
she's very young, and John Smith dies very young. It's
Spoiler.
Really...
Spoiler for American history.
Spoiler for a movie that's been around for 18 years. No, look, seriously, go out. No, 22.
22 years, yeah.
My bad, sorry. Don't ask me why I
Thank
thought
you,
it was
New
18.
Zealand educational system. All right,
Shut up, Dick.
Number 15 is a movie you love, and I cannot wait to shit all over it right this second. Number 15 is what movie, Bex?
You say it.
No.
It's your list. It's your thing.
Okay.
So it's my list. It's your turn.
Okay, then. Casper.
Love Casper. The most under-budget film, too, because for those of you who don't know, part of the reason...
the special effects.
The special effects are great, but the problem is that they couldn't have a lot of, like, the 3 uncle ghosts in the show because it cost far too much to put them in the production. So
is that why you never see like all 3 of them? Like there's always just like 2 at a time.
Usually, and sometimes, because it was so bloody expensive to make them.
Yeah,
which is why they focus more on Casper because the story is actually about Casper.
I did not realize that.
Love that. It was I think that's actually probably one of the first major films that Christina Ricci had been in.
Ricci,
whatever.
Say her name properly.
Since the Addams Family.
Yep.
And Devon Sawa. Oh my god, what a heartthrob! I love Devon Sawa.
He was in it for like 2 seconds.
It doesn't matter.
I'm glad that he dies in Final Destination. I can't remember.
You are so nasty.
No, I don't know. I just for some reason I didn't like the guy. Although I did like him in the movie Idle Hands. That was funny.
That was a good film.
Started choking on something just then. Did you hear that? I was like,
yeah, with your insult.
Yeah. Okay, number
14 is Hackers. So that brings us to number 14, which is Hackers.
Indeed. One movie I have not seen.
It's an interesting film. And to be honest with you, the only person I can remember being in it is Angelina Jolie's first ex-husband, Johnny Miller. Yeah. Johnny Lee Miller.
Isn't she in this?
Oh, she might be actually. Well, there you go. This might have been where they met
each other and stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. A movie which I've not seen, and I still kind of know the main actress. If she is the main actress, if she's not, then hey, just fuck it. This will get me pretty down to the point where I'm wrong.
I honestly can't remember.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't remember any of these. It's fine. Do you want who's number 13? Because I want to do number 12. So you do number 13.
Okay. So
what movie is number 13?
Number 13 is Grumpier Old Men.
And guess what? This is a movie
you've not seen.
I haven't seen. No.
It's hilarious. I love it. It has Walter Matthau in it. It has oh my gosh, I can't think of the other actor.
It's the greatest movie in the world.
Really wonderful African American actor. They were so funny together. You know, it is hilarious. I highly recommend it if you want to get out there. And I will be forcing Gareth to watch the Grumpy Old Men series.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
Number 12, darling.
All right, now number 12. Picture yourself dressed up in a black suit, being macked on by Nicole Kidman, and having Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey as your enemies of the movie. It's every guy's fantasy. I mean, it's my fantasy. I mean, too much. Batman Forever.
Right.
Which ironically is one of the songs in the top list that we were going to talk about later on. But right now, though, yeah. Batman Forever. Kind of the cusp, I think it was the last non-jokey Batman movie, if that makes sense. The next one was Batman and... I want to say Batman and Robin.
It might be.
And then, no, it was...
Batman Returns?
No, Batman and Robin was George Clooney. This was Val Kilmer... I'm sure they did I can't remember. I think this might have been the first Joel Schumacher one, where it kind of was a bit started to take the jokiness and all that kind of stuff, but it was still had that kind of serious lines through it. But Jim Carrey in this movie is amazing.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Didn't really want to see him in skin tight spandex, but
it worked.
It was no, it didn't. I got to see his own Riddler stick, but it was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
What I love about that series, right, is I love the darkness of the newer films, but at the same time, I love the bright, comic-y aspects of the original films as well. When I say original, I'm talking this particular series of films. It was
basically it goes 2, 2, 3. So it's got 2 with Michael Keaton.
Yep.
They're the serious first ones that started off, that kind of kicked into the whole, maybe we can make superhero movies, because that's what it was. No one wanted to touch it because it was a comic book, and they went, fuck it, we'll give it a try.
And they'd already done the TV series.
Yeah, and they were trying to get away from the campiness of it. Then the next 2, which were the Joel Schumacher ones, which was Val Kilmer and George Clooney, they kind of were the, okay, kind of campy, kind of brought back the jokes, and then, the less we say about the George Clooney one, the better. I actually enjoyed it when it was George Clooney, not when it was Batman. When it was Batman, it was shit. When it was him by himself talking to Alfred, it was actually a really good movie. And that's what a lot of critics said. Is that when it was George Clooney, Bruce Wayne, chatting to and being Bruce Wayne, it was proper. Brilliant. It was good. It was good. They could see where it was going. But when it was Batman and he's facing against Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's doing, Ice to meet you, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age, all that kind of stuff. The real shitty puns, that were just like, okay, dude, shut the fuck up now kind of thing. Yeah, it was just not good. Just not good, but
fair enough.
Number 11. One of the greatest theme songs of all time. One of them. It's not the greatest, it's one of the greatest.
Which song are we talking about?
Mortal Kombat! You know what? I'll just play it.
Yeah, might be a good idea.
That one.
Right.
You know the one. That's.
I'll be honest with you, this is one I chose off the list that I have not actually seen.
What?
Mortal Kombat was never my thing.
Oh, you have to watch this and just watch it for the cheese that comes. The cheese.
You like the cheesy pizza come down.
Yeah, and then you watch it with the second one, and then there's more cheese. It's like an extra cheese on top of the cheese. Let me just double check one thing super quick, because as you know, ladies and gentlemen, of our previous episodes, we're incredibly professional. We're incredibly prepped. Everything is sorted down to the nth degree. I just want to double check one thing about the Mortal Kombat movies before I start going on about them, because you know me, I kind of like to be semi-professional. Yes, that's correct. Fantastic. So the director of it is Paul W.S. Anderson. Why does that name sound familiar, Bex?
I don't know, darling.
Resident Evil movies.
Ooh.
He's the same guy that wrote and directed all them. So, yeah. So there you go. That's why it's cheesy.
Cheesy.
Cool. So we're cracking into the top 10, but before we crack into the top 10, I'm going to play just a couple of songs from... Basically, I went through 1995 year, right?
Right.
Didn't pick them in any order, shape, or form in terms of the greatest songs or whatever. It was just a case of here's some songs from 1995 that I enjoyed and thought was quite funny. So let's go for 5 of them, shall we?
Go on.
Here's 5 of them, just kind of like mashed up together for you.